here we go again with group 2 from my ShadowWalking project. How you guys feeling? How was Turkey Day?
It was good. How was yours?
It's filling.
Turkey
I
Day
might have
was not
developed
enough shadow
diabetes
running.
during it.
Well, I apologize to all of you that I had to go and see family rather than run more Shadowrun. But so I gave you some homework, Charlie, because this is great, and we're recording it and uploading it to YouTube. Did you watch anything? What happened? Uh-oh.
I was supposed to watch something.
Okay. It was suggested that you might watch the previous thing, not required, just so that like
Oh,
coming in.
I watched some of that.
Okay, just so that coming into tonight we could be light on the recap. But who wants to go around the horn and talk about a little bit of what happened?
Not it.
Okay, well, we got a call from our fixer
Well, more
saying
specifically
that
about just last session. You don't need to do the
just
whole
last
everything.
session. Let's see if I remember right. Tilt got a date with a Catwoman. We finally put eyes on target, so we know what she looks like. Our technomancer ended up passing out in a whole nother hotel for some reason or another, because I'm not a techno geek type person. And we actually got a room in the hotel in the Ritz, if I remember right. That's the hotel that this event was happening at.
Yep.
That's where we found out that the 3 trolls that have been wandering about the area are actually security for various people who work the Evo event. In a nutshell, that's what happened.
I believe it was 2 trolls and then another man in a suit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, 2 trolls and then the guy that Jurgen ran into in the elevator.
I don't think it was actually that guy.
Oh.
Because it was not my intention for it to be that guy, because that guy might be there for something else.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
The other guy was the one that was walking off with my bit of tail with a tail.
yes. For
Right.
clarification,
Okay.
when he
Quite
said
quite
Catwoman,
literally a tail.
he did not mean leather spandex and stealing things. He meant ears, tail, slitted eyes,
Whiskers,
and a
yeah,
big.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gathered that.
Just making sure. Although there may be some
You
like
filthy
tight leather in.
metahumans.
There may be some tight leather involved later on, but that's for a different session. So we ended rather abruptly last time, as it got to reach. I want to say it was about like 6 a.m. in the morning or so, when Terra's biomonitor registered the fact that he was unconscious, and not asleep unconscious, because he had been previously conscious up until that time, but suddenly green, 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 yellow. What do you guys want to do?
Well, if I'm seeing this, I'll subvox. I'm going to go head over and find out what our geek has gotten himself into.
Were you awake, or is this the kind of thing where you would wake up and what?
No, I would have been awake. I'd wake up early,
Okay.
just because I'm still uncomfortable with everything. Can't find anything comfortable.
That's why you sleep against the door. It's good for your back.
Yup. So-
I'm pretty sure I was awake because I don't sleep so good.
Do you have insomnia?
I do.
Do you want to roll it?
Yeah, let me see what I roll for that real quick. Insomnia basic.
Because I really want this to be the roll that you pass, and maybe like the first good night's sleep you get, and then all of a sudden you get an alarm
I'd
going
be all
off.
pissed off. So what do I roll for that? Willpower?
I believe it is logic plus willpower. Let me.
Okay.
It's your negative quality. You should know.
I know I'm a horrible human being.
I mean, you are a human. This is correct.
Yep, that's why I'm a horrible human being,
yay.
like a horse.
I forgot I wasn't the only human.
I mean, that's if you consider technomancers human.
Wow, well, some people don't, so it's okay.
We got 2 successes. I didn't label it because once again, I'm a horrible human.
Okay, it's actually intuition plus willpower, as I have checked. And
Same amount of dice. Okay.
excellent. See how convenient that makes things. So yeah, no, you would not. You would be tossing and turning and not asleep. What about homeless dwarf and tilt? What do you? You guys like sleepers?
Generally, if it's 6 a.m., then I'm asleep. Generally, I would assume that I probably rise with the sun.
It's a nature's alarm clock.
Yeah.
Tell likes his beauty sleep.
Okay.
Total's asleep.
So yeah, what do you guys? Grog said he was gonna go see what's up. What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna grab my gun that I sleep with under my pillow.
Paranoia.
And yep. And head on over there.
Okay.
Call a cab and then head over there because I don't have a car.
How close is the actual? None of us should have a car. We all caught a limo coming over here, if you remember right. How close is the hotel we set him up in?
That's up to you guys.
I said I got it very as close as possible.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and roll your edge then, and we'll see how close it is? Because
Sure.
big events in town, hotels get booked up, that kind of thing. Who would have known that the actual location would become suddenly relevant? Why are you sorry, Terra? You didn't do anything
He has
wrong.
the troll coming to check on him. The troll's going to go put him in the bathtub again.
That's how you wake him up,
I mean,
Shh. Not supposed to know that.
All right, so with one hit, it's a couple of blocks. It's right on that cusp of let's walk versus let's catch a cab. So it's up to you guys. It can kind of go either way.
The faster way is catching a cab. Are there any cabs out in front of the hotel?
It's a hotel, so there's definitely at least 2 or so lined up out there.
All right. Whoever's going with me, I would suggest we hop a cab over there, just not getting dropped off in front of the hotel we're actually supposed to. Maybe getting out like a block before or so, and then walking it the rest of the way.
Are there any? Well, we're at the Ritz. There's tons of metahuman cabs available for trolls right now, huh?
Probably.
God, I hope so.
Then never mind. I was gonna say it's gonna take forever to get a troll for a metahuman, but nope, never mind.
At worst, it could be the kind of thing where you take 2 cabs and he sits in the back and puts 1 foot in each of the wheel wells and just kind of sits back there on that bench, looking.
No, it's okay. I mean,
this is the largest auto I could afford.
Reminded of Hightower from Police Academy.
That's kind of where we're going with that. All right, so you guys are easily able to get over to the other hotel. The early morning receptionist is behind the counter, and she looks up as 4 interesting collection of characters walk through the door. She crooks an eyebrow and asks, "Can I help you?"
I'm gonna look over to her and be like, bodyguard convention. They were on sale.
I'm going to glower at her.
When he says that, I kind of just give him the up nod.
Right. So, do you need a room for 4 then?
No, we got a
here
room.
to collect somebody else for our room. What room number was y'all know what room number he was in, not me.
yeah, Tilt
Yeah.
bought it.
Did you buy it under your sin or under his sin?
But
It's
under
on
my
the Tilt
son.
sin.
Okay. So, yeah, she'll just, check. It's like, oh, this guy's got a room here. Have a good morning. And just kind of wave 4 very suspicious people through into the bowels of the hotel.
I'm going to look around and see if there's any no smoking signs.
There are no smoking signs.
Oh, there are no... Oh, I can't smoke in here either?
As I'm heading out,
I'm smoking.
I'm
in
just
here.
going to give her the creepiest smile and wave
Do you want to
as
roll
I'm walking
intimidation?
down the hallway.
You
No,
may
I'm not trying to intimidate her.
I mean, you're trying to be creepy, so my mind goes to intimidation. If you want to actually roll something at her, by all means.
Why not? Let's see what we got.
Oh my god, please don't terrorize her. She's just doing her job.
As he
I'm
smiles
doing
at her,
mine.
I'm gonna give her the double finger point guns and a wink.
I'm just gonna look at her and go, very cheap.
Just waiting for
I pretend like I'm a good bodyguard and just follow him and don't say anything.
Okay, so you're trying to be creepy but not scare her.
There's sarcasm in the typing. It just doesn't come through well.
Just making sure. Okay, yeah, no. She very quickly goes back to AR and doing whatever it is she's doing as a receptionist. You guys are fairly quickly able to find Terra's room. You will go past a small continental breakfast that is being set up. And
I will stop at said small continental breakfast and grab a couple of muffins.
yeah, muffins, coffee, and a thermos.
Yeah.
Some pre-toast as bread next to a toaster. And,
Actually, I will take as much as I think I can actually fit inside my inside jacket pocket and put some bread in there.
well, the guy is setting it up, so you're like, he's putting out muffins, and you're like, muffin, muffin, muffin.
Coffee thermos, bread, put it inside my jacket.
He looks like he wants to say something, but at the same time, it's like, all right, this is weird. Maybe this is a customer service test.
What meta type is he?
He's human. But Terra, did you do anything to like bar the door or anything crazy on the inside? Move any dressers or furniture in front of it?
No.
All right, so you guys are able to walk into the door. And what kind of outfit does Terra wear when he's spending many hours registering sprites?
Basically his armored jacket's removed, so he's basically shirtless and hot pink shorts. That's
Like shorts
this guy's
or like
stuff.
underoos?
Shorts.
Okay. So this is the scene you guys come into. Terra is collapsed on the ground, or in the bed, probably.
Yeah, he's basically just like suffocating on the bed.
And maybe a little blood coming out of his ears. What do you guys want to do?
Once I see that he has this, I have those same shorts.
I mean, part of me is disappointed that you weren't there and you're like
he
white
still
with red heart
alive?
boxers.
Oh man.
Next time.
And then
he
I
could
walk
be.
over to the bed and I give him a shake.
He doesn't
I'll be like,
respond.
what is going on?
Okay, does he have a
Look at this
pulse?
baked brain.
He does have a pulse, yes.
Pick him up, go to the bathroom, put him in the tub,
All right. He's in the tub.
You got it.
turning on the
You
cold
got
water.
it. I pick him up and I
Does
take him to
this
the tub.
help?
So here's the thing. If it wasn't from fading, I would totally like have this help in some fashion. But at the moment, like
Yeah, I'm like
you are,
I
you
know
are passed
nothing
out.
about decking. I know
No, man,
nothing about
this
decking.
not helping at all.
I'll be like, get back. Since the doc ain't here, I'll take a look at this baked brain.
Sure. You want to first aid him or put him
Yeah,
out
I'm
of his
gonna.
misery or
That's gonna put him out of his. No. Let's see here. Let me check my hill skill. First aid. Ooh, nothing. My bad. Oh, but I do have a med kit. All right, so I get +2 for that.
yeah, put the
would-
wireless on, please.
you would know that you can sense him to see whether or not he is dead, because if he is dead, he won't glow in the astral because he is no longer living.
Oh, fair enough.
And there's a couple of other things that you can learn from sensing folks.
Oof, I'm not going to learn much off of that.
Well, you learned some important information. You learn that he is not dead. That's a good start.
All right.
Let me click over here to the important tables thing, and I will scroll up to find exactly what you get. The general state of the subject's health. He is, for the most part, he seems healthy. Just unconscious. Like definitely not asleep. Um. And to your knowledge, he is mundane.
All right. So it doesn't. It's looking like it's not lethal damage, right?
Yeah, he doesn't look like he is um in the states of dying.
Okay. Hmm. Would I? Okay. So if I were to use my med kit for something like this, I'm assuming med kits come with like smelling salt, stuff like that. Like there was pretty kind of a brief description, something to wake him up, right?
There will probably be something in there.
Okay. Would I need to roll for that?
No, because let's do this.
Okay.
Roll your medkits rating times 2 if you're going to use it wirelessly, or we'll see what happens.
Times 2. Okay, because it says I get a +2 on for my first aid and medicine because I have a med kit.
Let me find
So I get a +2 to my roll. So
Do you
normally I
have,
roll first aid of 4, but then a +2 would be 66, correct?
Okay, so if you're going to do it using like
Yeah.
your skills and stuff, you just add the medkit's rating. If you have the medkit do it by itself, it's just double the medkit's rating. I had forgotten that you were smart.
Gotcha. I will. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna.
they're med-
I'll add the med kits rating to my own. So even though it's a default roll, it's still
Yeah.
better than just having it do it wirelessly.
Yeah, ever so slightly, but yes.
Oh snap! That's not a whole
Okay.
lot better.
Terra, would you like to roll body plus willpower, and we'll see. I'm looking for like 3 hits
I have
or so.
fast healer. I mean, quick healing.
Sure, we can add that in. I'm still looking for about 3 hits for you to wake up.
Alrighty.
The water is on, by the way.
Did you tilt his head back so he was like a chicken?
I hope you're not drowning me.
No, I would have
His
moved
head
his
is
head
hanging
out.
out of the bathtub. Just the rest of him's in it. Kind of like, almost like reverse.
Like as
puking
if he
type
were
deal.
drunk.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. And
Yeah, we're waking up a drunk frat buddy.
Since I don't know any better, I'm going out to go find buckets of ice.
Great.
I think that did it.
So Terra, you I've never been woken up with smelling salts. I can only imagine they smell terrible.
Oh man.
Yeah, they do. They are awful to be woken up from being knocked unconscious.
All right, so here's the 2 immediate sensations you have are the smell of these smelling salts and being soaking wet.
Okay. Well, this is again one
Oh,
of
I'm
Terra's
sorry.
fears since he's not in the bed again.
Third sensation you have is the most ridiculous headache that you have because you still have those boxes of damage on you.
Yeah.
So have that. Enjoy that.
He just shoots up and just like starts flailing. It's like screaming, flailing, like holy shit. He thought he got kidnapped again, so he's just like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh, good job. He's up.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. And then I'm going to use the bathroom.
Are you just gonna?
I'm still
'cause
in
he's
here.
In the tub. Are you just gonna walk over and be like, "Ah."
I'm just going to
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah, I'm
gross,
just going to use the
man.
toilet.
That's
I'm just gonna like,
gross. You
yo,
don't
you're
do
Better
good.
that
him
with
than
other
me.
people in here. I get up and leave if he starts using the bathroom.
I'm like, it's 2077, but damn.
Better him than the troll.
Yeah, right.
Oh god.
If it was me, donkey, you'd be dead.
Yeah, Terra eventually gets up, gets to his feet, just like he looks like he's having trouble breathing. It's pretty ragged. He's just like, oh, you guys actually came.
Well, yeah, we've got an investment in you.
Yeah, man, we thought you dead.
Almost. I think. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. Oh, wait, what time is it?
It's like 6 a.m., maybe like 6:20, 6:30.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna do a quick-
627.
I'm just gonna quickly check this sprite's Overwatch to see if he's like about to get conversions on, like how much time we got left.
I believe
Did they come
Overwatch is every
immediately?
half hour, so you should be good.
All right, all right. I am not going to start re-registering this guy. I'm just going to send him away.
All right. Bye,
Sorry.
Sprite.
Bye, Mr. Butler. I'm sorry to have to murder you.
I mean, he's not really murdering. He's not a person. He doesn't have feelings.
They're not people, but yeah, you know. It's just code that had to die. It tried.
So what happened to you, Terra? Did you get dumped out of the Matrix like some data slave?
No, it's complicated. I was coding. Let's just say that.
About that
You-
time, I'm going to walk back in with a bucket of ice, looking at Terra. Oh, you're awake now. All right.
Nah,
So
he might still need it. I don't know.
it would be an agility plus throwing weapons to peg him with ice.
I won't throw it
Wow.
at him. I'm still going to hold that bucket of ice, though.
Okay.
Could you not? I'm fine-ish. I just need to sleep or something. All right, so how did it go? What did I miss? I was under for a while.
I got a date.
With
She
the
has a
target,
tail.
I hope. Not with the target.
No.
Okay.
Her roommate.
Ew, she have tail? That's gross.
I mean, I'm glad you're getting into the Evo culture of things, but it's gonna help us?
I mean,
When was the last
Possibly?
time getting a little bit of tail ever hurt?
he has a point here.
Well, as long as it doesn't get away with the job, I don't really care, but
I mean, now I have a way to talk to the to our Mark, because I know her friends. Sort of, kind of. I know one of her friends.
Hey, so tell me about your friend. Let's talk all about your friend. I can only imagine that going over really well.
yeah, wow, that's... Are you even good with girls? They don't like that, usually. How we're gonna do this, then?
Well,
I'm
normally.
just.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, you don't go up to the Mark's friend and be like, "So, your friend had some interest." No, no, you make like a multi-date or something. Everybody goes out to the movies together.
All right.
It's social
Using
engineering
Charlie.
here.
Yeah, we're using Charlie.
I can't imagine that going terrible.
I mean, he's the only other moderately attractive human here.
Don't you have decent charisma? Yeah, you're charisma 5, sir.
Yeah, he's charisma 5. Look at his face, though.
I mean, some women go for that.
I
Makes you
guess.
dark and mysterious.
I mean,
Charisma
Definitely a plot
5.
point.
in his life.
Doesn't like to be alone with the ladies.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that may have been why I was pushing for it, but hey.
Yeah. I'm saying. Well, last time he was alone with the ladies. Look at his face.
So,
I'd really rather not.
what do you guys want to do? You're 5 eligible bachelors in one tiny bathroom.
I did not
I'm
step
not in the
that
bathroom. He started going pee, so I got up and left. I'm in the other room.
Everybody
Oh,
would
right,
get squeezed out if I was in that bathroom, too.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
finish
Since
up. I'm
I
gonna wash
see
my
he's
hands.
alive. I'm going back to the Ritz.
Okay.
Why don't you take me with you guys? Come on, I'm not that bad looking.
As I leave, I'll be like, hey, flush that for me.
Ugh. Gross.
Oh,
God damn it, Jerian.
So, did you guys have anything you actually wanted to get to, or are you just going to kind of go back to, just status quo for the moment and try and get some of that sleep again?
I'm going back, like I said, I'm going back to the hotel. I got to go. I'm going to try to see what's going on here, see if we can't grab this woman.
I'm gonna go with him because he's
Hey,
like.
as we're walking, I'm going to talk with the group. Be like, hey, I'm still confused as to what the actual plan is. Like, that's cool that Smolder Eyes over here has got himself a date, but I'm real confused as to when we're actually going to do what we're here to do.
I was working on it, but we're gonna wing it for now. So, continue
Okay.
winging it. Usually works out.
Wait, so okay, so
No,
that's
man.
what you were doing when
Winging
you
it
got.
worst idea possible.
I don't know. Winging it could be kind of fun. I could just go in there and start killing people, and you guys could grab the girl and the
no.
confusion.
Well, no,
I mean, that's
thought we
always
covered no
option,
wet
but
work.
I say we
No,
just
no.
find her room, kick door in, black bagger, get out of there.
But we
Yeah,
know where her
also-
door is. She's right above us, almost.
Okay.
I like this idea, though. I like what Charlie's thinking.
I don't think that's a bad idea at the moment, right? Let's call that Plan B because that's going to be pretty loud.
Okay, that's at least at
No,
like
we
E.
could do it real quiet. Like I pick lock, we get in while she's sleeping.
Okay, we'll call that Plan A. We'll call
Fine,
that
we're
Plan
just
A.
gonna.
But
right.
before we go through Plan A, we should probably have a Plan B.
Okay, plan B, we shoot our way out.
No,
Whoa,
Oh,
that's
that not
not
the
the
plan
Ritz.
B?
not the Ritz.
We're not getting paid for that.
No.
Supposed to be
I
no wet
don't
work.
need. None of us need Evo on us like that.
I like Evo. They're cool.
They're good enough. So,
Eh.
okay. So let's go over what we know about the setup, right? There are 2 floors above us on the penthouse suite. We have a vague idea of where her room is on that floor. We have a vague idea that there is at least 3 bodyguards that bodyguard our set of women that live in that specific penthouse because they've been following them around. We know that they have time in the afternoons to go out and do some party stuff. So these are our obstacles. We need to first figure out exactly where that room is. I can probably do that through my wonderful my contact. Second thing is we got to figure out a way to make the guards not be where the guards need to be.
Let's see. I could pull fire alarm or something, or hacker extraordinaire could set it off.
I feel like Hacker Extraordinaire gets knocked unconscious every time he enters the Matrix. I'm really surprised he's not dead yet.
Wow, thanks for your vote of confidence.
Not a problem. I was looking out for you, Terra.
Always
Don't
there,
worry,
buddy.
I'll look out for you too. With a car.
All right. So I think that should be part of the plan that we need to think of. Is fire alarm's good. I like fire alarm. But counterpoint to fire alarm, that does bring a lot of attention on the building after we pull the fire alarm. I mean, it's probably going to take a couple minutes for the fire people to show up. Everybody's going to be evacuating in the meantime. So we do have a couple minutes of chaos where we can probably find the girl, snatch the girl, and get out without somebody really noticing us because confusion. But if we mess up that timing, that is not good for us. Because then there will be cops and firemen and stuff searching the building.
Okay. Fair enough. So we know what not to do, but we still don't know what to do.
Couldn't we just make it so it just does that room or floor? Get them out the room?
If we can get Hacker Man up on it, Terra, you think you can do that?
I'm gonna need some sleep, but yeah.
Okay. Tentative plan.
Well, why you
we do
still
this
up? Go
tonight.
bed. Why you still up? Go to bed then. And I like shove him towards the bed.
God damn it.
No shoes on the bed.
Yeah, no shoes. Take those off. That's disrespectful.
You didn't have his shoes on in the first place.
You know, you have a habit of that.
Oh man,
Okay.
he does.
So.
All right. So you guys
I'm
going
not
back to the
saying that-
hotel?
Yeah. I assume we're talking about this like at the Ritz.
I mean, I thought
Yeah.
you guys were talking about it loudly and in person so that everybody around could hear you plotting kidnapping.
I think we were still in the original hotel room that we went to get Terra from. Sitting around
the
in there
hotel.
talking about it.
It's up to you guys.
I imagine this in a closed room.
That DNI, bro.
Yeah, we could be using DNI.
We probably should be using DNI.
hmm I assume that that's what you were doing whenever you were talking about the.
Yeah, I thought because Grog said he was going back to the hotel, so Jurgen said he was going too, and so, but while they were walking back to the hotel, he said I said I was going to talk with everybody.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just do
So-
it over DNI. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I've been purposely not saying anything super. I'm just saying I literally asked when are we going to do what we're going to do.
Oh,
How we're
Sooner
going
rather
to do
than
it.
later.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would prefer. I mean, the night tonight, you know, because it's 6 a.m. now. That gives 8 hours of sleep. Puts us at 14, 12. It's before the
How many
night's over.
how many nights did you get the room for, Tilt?
3.
Okay,
This would be night 2.
cool.
We just need to make sure that we watch out because our timeline is going to be quickly brought down. When this event goes off, she's going to be busier and yeah, bad.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Honestly, as long as if we think that we can do it fast enough, let's say. Oh, we don't have a truck, do we?
We have that limo you rented.
We do have a limo. I'm not sure if. Hmm.
Do we have any way? Do we have any way to scale a building?
I'm just gonna.
No, I don't.
So
There's no way we're getting away with that.
you could get like gecko grip gloves, and they would be able to help you scale a building. But if you remember, you can't just open your window and climb out and Spider-Man up there.
Exit doesn't close all or doesn't open all the way.
Yeah, it's almost as if they don't want people jumping from their windows, because that would be bad for their public image that people committing suicide left it right out of their hotel.
Yes.
Fair enough.
But if
they
you were
also-
to like start from outside the building, you could totally do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have the
If the-
levitate spell?
I do not.
All right, never
Oh.
mind.
If the fire alarm goes off, would they still be tracking, like the stairwells? Do we think?
I would assume if the fire alarm went off, that means the stairwells would be automatically unlocked. If it's anything like a current building, elevators all drop to the first floor. Everyone has to exit via the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
Part of
this
it would
is
also
important.
depend upon how the like in what way you pull the fire alarm would be important as well. If it was just like all of a sudden all sensors on all floors are reporting fire, that would be, that would result in one thing. If it was just on a singular floor, that would result in another. If it was just in like the kitchen, that would have different um,
Yes.
ramifications. So that's an important aspect to think about.
Okay.
Okay. So, thinking back on this, right? The room,
Mhm.
if we snatch her from the room, we have to think about everything between her and not the premises of the Ritz. Say, the road directly outside of the Ritz. Everything between her and us being on that road is a problem. Right? Because if we're on her room, if we're in her room, we have to think about whatever happens in her room, the guards outside of her room. 21 floors worth of either stairwell or elevator, a lobby, and valet service people and bellboys and stuff seeing us and picking up on it and things happening. If we can snatch her somewhere else in the building, the number of obstacles we have does drop. And I think that improves our odds. We know that they use the elevator to get up to... We know they have to use the elevator to get up to the penthouse, right?
Correct.
Locking...
From what we understand.
Yeah.
You didn't actually go into the stairwells to see if they went up there, but it is easy to assume that they would at least have stairwell access, because otherwise in a fire situation you have
You told me I couldn't go into the stairwell.
I thought I explained it as there was like, alarm will sound if opened kind of stuff going
Yeah,
on.
you said. Yeah, you basically said that if we went into the stairwell, it would set off an alarm, and they're also all locked, so we can't get back in.
I apologize if I inferred that they were locked. I didn't really mean to do that. Just that, like, opening them would be like,
Well, I assume that everyone has like fire access through the stairwell. I was thinking the way to get to your room would be through the elevator. So if we can get them in the elevator, that's a point of weakness. That is a funnel point where they definitely will be at some point during the day.
they will most likely be in some of the elevators.
Why don't you call your girl, your cat girl, tell her to bring her multi-armed friend, because you've got a buddy who would like to meet her, because whatever, that's his itch, and he's got a thing for multi-armed girls. Lure them to some other part of the hotel, and we snatch her there.
I take one for a team. I do my hair up real fancy. Make them think I into hairdressers.
I'll help you.
You could use me.
Well, I'm thinking we would need you, Terra, outside support, running matrix interference for us, shutting off cameras, making sure doors are unlocked, that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, I'll get a guy on it.
I like this plan. I think this is a very good plan. There would be no way to get to the roof.
Why don't we? Well, they're not allowed to leave, right? Like, we've already got that. Like Evo
Yeah.
says, they can't leave the Ritz. So we just lure them to a part of the Ritz that's kind of off the beaten path. Are there any private dining room areas on like the second floor or the third floor?
This is Rob's domain.
I'm sorry. What was it?
Are there any
Are
like
there-
private dining rooms?
Yeah, private rooms on the second or third floor that are not like actual rooms for guests, like, or they're not like rooms with beds in them, but like a room for like a meeting or for a dinner.
Yeah.
Or
There are totally conference rooms and stuff that are available. You could also potentially get one of the nicer restaurant in the place would have like a back private room
Yeah, like chef table.
No, we don't want to do that because that means we all have to go through the restaurant. We want a room. We want to put them somewhere in the hotel that's away from everybody else, right? There's got to be like a private room somewhere, or even just, man, just tell them you want to go for a walk, like something. Just get them somewhere off the
Yeah.
beaten path where no other guests usually are, like somewhere that's usually unoccupied.
This is why I was gonna
Oh,
say roof. But
great
there's
idea.
obviously nobody
We
out
say
there.
we got a mobile
Right,
car with
exactly.
fancy hairdresser set up. Take them out to car to show it to them.
Hey, Rob,
Mm.
is there like a pool or outside area that the Evo people are allowed to go that's still on Ritz property?
Um, this is a fancy place, so we would probably have like a, not like a huge pool, but definitely whatever, like the Olympic size, 50 meters or whatever,
Yeah, I
and
was
a
gonna say typically
small.
these places have like indoor pools, outdoor pools, the gym, something like that.
I'm going to assume, being in Germany, that they don't have like a recreation pool, but they probably have a pool that you could go do some laps in and that kind of stuff, and some other workout equipment, that kind of thing.
Yeah, if they have like a gym,
All
get
right,
them have them
I'm
come down for like a steam or a sauna.
I'm gonna be heading over there to take a look at, see if our people end up going to that general direction as well.
So you're just going to go get your pump on?
Sure, I can do that.
Sure. Was somebody else going with you, it sounded like? Or.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll go too. It looked like you have a workout buddy.
Yeah, to my knowledge, they're all still at the other hotel yik-yakking about what they're doing.
Sure.
No, Jurgen's walking back. I wasn't sure which way Grog had gone. Jurgen decided to take a walk. It's morning. He likes being out on the street.
Reminds me of home.
Exactly.
Tilt is gonna, on his way back, is gonna be talking about this. Then he's gonna go back up to the room and get his beauty rest.
Sure. Um, I love the idea of Charlie trying to be the spotter for Grog. Um, all right, Terra, if you want to go ahead and start rolling out body plus willpower plus your quick healer, we'll see how long it takes for you to clean up your wonderful 11 boxes of stun. Um,
Oof.
yeah, it shouldn't take you that long, actually. Um, Tilt, enjoy your sleep. Jurgen, you're just out on the street, right?
Yeah. How much sleep did we actually get last night, like from a character perspective?
Oh, when did you go to bed?
Well, that's the thing. Is like, yeah, the last time we played, like last week, it was everything was like really fluid. I thought Terra had passed out while Tilt and Grog were still in the bar hooking up Tilt's date. So
Nah,
I
that was
was
over at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like Rachel went upstairs at 1 because she
okay.
was uh, planting the seed to see if Tilt wanted to get crazy.
Gotcha. Okay. So then I guess about 4
Which
hours.
Tilt completely
Ish, yeah.
failed.
All right.
I mean,
I'm
he
good
didn't
on 4.
completely fail. He just decided, you know what, I should probably not
He
try to
didn't want
break
to
it.
get froggy.
Yeah, he didn't want to run the risk of, messing up the job. He's a professional after all.
He is a professional con man.
So,
That is his backstory.
All right, how many hours do I get at this?
You are at 4 hours of sleep, so this will put you at about 10 o'clock. And you can hold there for now, and we'll see what happens because you're at 9 of 11. So you technically don't have any penalties now.
I don't. It still kind of hurts, but I don't.
Yeah. So Jurgen, the city and the area itself is beginning to come to life as people wake up and go about their day. People are stopping to grab soy bucks and other breakfasty foods and go about their business. Cool. Is there anything in particular you want to do, or you just want to be out there and mingling?
No, I was just gonna walk. I was just gonna kind of take my time and walk back to the Ritz.
Okay. Not looking for anything in particular?
No.
All right. So, in the weight room, there is a sauna. There is the air quotes small pool because a couple, let's say 4-lane, 50-meter long pool is still fairly long. Couple of pieces of there's a treadmill, a strange stepper thing, free weights, that kind of stuff. There is an attendant who is in there and is kind of wiping all the equipment down and making sure everything's good to go, restocking all of the little Sandy wipes and that kind of stuff, cleaning the place up. And he'll kind of just like, oh, good morning.
I'll look at him and nod in his direction, I guess. So, tell me, how busy does this place get?
Oh, he'll kind of stop, put his rag down for the moment. Normally people don't make use of it until 10 a.m. or so, and then it's pretty busy until 6, and then a small bit of people from 8 to 10 or so.
Okay.
But it's open now. You can use any of the equipment now you want.
Figured. When do do the Evo people come in here a lot, or?
Some?
As you can tell, I'm a little bit of a bigger person. I don't like a lot of people around.
It's like, oh no, it's not a problem, sir. They come on their own times. Not a whole lot of them actually visit this area. They are kept very busy getting ready for the event, and well, models aren't exactly the kind to lift weights all of the time. Some of them will use the pool, but I feel like that's more.
I figured they'd be in here on the treadmill trying to burn off the three muffins they ate because it's too much for them.
I'm not supposed to talk about this about guests, but they don't really order a lot of food, the models.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I figured they did.
No.
So where do they get their food from?
Oh, they
still
get
gotta
it.
eat.
Yeah, so they don't order a lot, but like they still get food, but it's always like a salad and light dressing and water. Never like anything.
I thought you said food, not dandelion food.
He will give a hearty chuckle at that.
I mean, come on, are there a bunch of these models, a bunch of elves, or what?
Some of them, but I
They
tell
don't
you
eat,
what,
like,
when
yeah.
they sit by the pool in those swimsuits, I take extra long to clean the weight room. He gives you a giant smile. He takes a very relaxed posture.
I look around a little bit, and I'm kind of looking for this spot that he's talking about. So when would be the best time then to come and work out? If you catch my drift.
He will kind of point over to the one side, and you will notice that there's the treadmill and the stair stepper, and like those ones that you just kind of stand on and don't really the bike, that kind of thing are all pointed directly towards the pool on a bit of an like they're down the one end of the room. They are all tilted on an angle to get a better, more angled view of the pool.
All right. Does he give me a time frame to when I should come by to use those amenities?
They're usually here right after lunch. I'm not sure if they're going to be here today though, because I think this is the dry run of their event. So they will probably be down there. So they might be up later tonight, but I mean, I don't mind a little overtime.
No, who wouldn't get a little bit more yen? So when would be you said they're actually doing their rehearsal now?
The rehearsal's sometime today, so I don't know when they're going to be up here, but they would probably be in the 3 to 5 or the 8 to 9 sections tonight, just because of the timing.
Oh. Well, I appreciate the help with this. You don't mind, I'm going to throw around some of the weight now, though.
He was like, please, go right ahead, and I'll be cleaning. Don't mind me.
What was your name again?
Damn you. Glenn. And he goes to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand. I'm not going to try to break it or nothing. Just lightly. There's a human, right?
Yeah, he's human.
All right.
He seems not at all intimidated by your large self. You
Yeah,
will also
I'm
notice
not
that
trying to be scary, but
he's significantly more muscular than your average person.
oh, nice. Okay, so Glenn, huh?
Yeah.
Right. I'll tell him my name is. Give him my my sin name of Kurzol.
It's a
Tell
pleasure
him
to meet
thanks
you.
for the input. I'll ask him if he lifts a lot or not.
Do you lift, bruh?
Yeah, exactly, brah.
It's like,
Do you
well,
have a
some.
brother who's a wrestler or a cousin or something that's a wrestler, brah?
Oh
We're
man,
going the
I didn't
brah
even mean to
route.
go there, but we went
If we're
there.
going the brah route,
Um, it's like, well, I got to make sure the equipment works and that everything's in, tip-top shape. And byproducts, I guess. He's gonna kind of roll his shoulders a little bit.
nice. I'll keep it up. Eat your vitamins, go to the gym, keep it up, and then I'll start throwing around the weights.
Sure.
Sub vocal to the rest of the group the information that I found out.
Mhm. So, what are the rest of you guys doing, or do you want to fast forward some time here?
Yeah, I'm okay with fast forwarding time. I don't have anything specific that I would need to do.
Sure.
Yeah, fast forwarding works for me. I'm just waiting for the go.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
So, about 9 o'clock, your work comlink will ring. Let's say Mr. Tilt.
All right. I pick it up.
Uh, Good afternoon. I'm sorry. Good morning. I believe that you asked if I had any other potential bonus options for you.
Yes, I did. What would you like to discuss?
There's a model there. She goes by the name of Misty Day. It would be
Misty Day.
most amusing to me if something horribly embarrassing were to happen.
Could you explain what you mean by horribly embarrassing?
Well, my dear, as you see, she is a model and will be modeling some little slut outfit over this weekend. So if something horribly embarrassing were to happen, maybe during the event itself, maybe a wardrobe malfunction, I could get quite the giggle from that.
Hmm. How much of a giggle?
So it's at this point I have two questions for you. One is, do you want to bring up the possibility of attempting to grab the girl in their free time from the end of Sunday before they leave on Monday? Because you have the option of talking to her about, hey, we have this opportunity here that we can do. Or,
I'd say go for it. I'd say talk to her about that. See if that's something that she wants, or if she wants it before that. Just my
Yeah.
2 cents.
Anyone else?
No, I agree.
okay.
Do
And
it.
then some of
Yeah.
it would be, do you want to go ahead and roll negotiation on that? And it'll just kind of abstract out uh, how well that conversation goes, which will be. And would you want to bring that up before or after talking about the money for this uh, additional job?
Before.
Okay. You may go ahead and throw some negotiation dice, and we'll see what comes up. Are you confident with that level of success?
Um. Yes.
Okay. Trying to decide and remember how many d6s she had.
3.
So, she will make you a deal that if you arrange for the embarrassment, she will be okay. She will find enough amusement in that she is okay with you using the later and easier window opportunity to snatch your target. Or if you don't want to do the embarrassment, we'll just stick with the original job. But if you can get her before the time limit that she gave and do the embarrassment, she'll do an extra 3,000 million ahead.
Oh God.
Choose your own adventure.
Um.
And if you don't have any other questions for you, she will go
$1
on to
million.
her other appointments.
All right. No. I'm pretty good with that. Yeah, I'm pretty good with that. Um. 3,000 ahead. I mean, it's a lot of money.
How do we have to embarrass her? Something about a dress?
You have to make the dress fall off her.
No, it was left open to your professional interpretation.
It was something embarrassing or a wardrobe malfunction.
She wants this woman's career to suffer. And suffer pretty severely.
Oh, why don't I just give her a nice scar across face? Real simple.
You like the violence, don't you?
I think he just
It's what
likes
I do.
Charlie,
simplicity.
please.
I mean, I say we could just drug her up real good like and maybe snip a couple stitches on one of her dresses. And that probably figure itself out.
How much about women's fashion do you know?
Enough that one really big cut equals a bunch of little stitches.
Why don't, well, if we're going to go through all the trouble to drug her up, why don't we just put her in a compromising position, take a video of it, and have Terra leak that online?
That's a little excessive, huh? I
don't know.
could. I mean, we could, but
I mean, I could seduce her and just steal her dress, leave her naked.
Well, she
Could
wouldn't
you
go out on the
actually seduce
runway
anyone?
naked. She would just have to go get a different dress. That wouldn't embarrass her. That would just be a theft.
Not if she has to come out bathroom naked.
why would she go out the bathroom? You know what, Charlie? Okay.
Charlie lives in a wonderful world.
Charlie does. Okay. Well, I could just look up wardrobe malfunctions 101.
That'd probably be useful.
All right, but before we get into that,
All
we've
right.
been going for a little over an hour, so let's take a quick break. I need to go get a cup of tea, or a spot of tea.
Cool.
Sorry, we're in Europe, and we'll
All
come
right.
back and you guys can talk about which job
That's the whole-
opportunity you want.
If it's the whole Europe thing, man, you better be getting yourself an ale or a beer or something.
So I don't like beer. Shit is gross.
I concur.
Agreed.
So
Yeah.
see you guys in a couple.